Clicking the link, lean in, your grin, two mics, one vibe. All right, let's dive.
Hello, Mel.
Hey, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you.
Hello.
Finally.
Hi, Mel. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
It's my partner, Chris Renard. This is Mel, my
Yeah.
friend I have never talked to in
We've
person
been friends
ever.
forever.
Yeah, this is the first time. It's so exciting. Okay, so let's start out with telling the audience a little about yourself before we start bombarding you with questions.
Awesome. Where do I begin? Um,
Maybe how you started or how your family
okay.
is. Yeah.
I've been acting for almost 20 years. I started out as a model and I used to walk runways and do like commercial print stuff and the occasional little commercial or whatever. And I got into horror movies and I just fell in love. And that's all pretty much all I've done since.
Scream Queen. All right,
Speaking of,
Chris is ready for
I
this.
was going to say, speaking of Scream Queen, I have, that's almost been like a tongue twister for me. So I almost have to slow down. So if I goof up on that, I'm just warning everybody ahead of time.
Oh,
Uh,
good.
uh, so first, I wanted to ask you about your current film in production, The Legend of Tinker Hell, which you are in. And in a recent article that I wrote about it, I wrote that uh, there are a few things that are more horrific than fairies, the usually cute creatures of Disney classics, turning violent, malevolent, and brutally bloody. The blend of harmless and enchanting with the harmful and terrifying is the nightmare fuel for adults as much as children. So I really love that blend of the fairy tale with the horror. And so I was wondering if you could tell us a little more about that movie and who had the idea for it, and um, since
I
that's
believe it
something new.
was Steve Herman who came up with it. And he's a wonderful director who writes these really amazing character driven stories. And he does really, really cool movies. And I need to turn my volume off. There we go. And gosh, being on set, I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to say
Okay.
specifically about that
Oh,
movie.
that's,
So I'm going to
yeah.
be careful here.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Beth Metcalf is magical and frightening at the same time. It was really amazing to see her play Ellie. Gosh, like it was spooky though because she's like, and
So
it's
cute.
terrifying at the same time. She was adorable, but it was terrifying.
Well, I'll add one. It's a little synopsis that is already out there, so it's obviously okay to say this, but it's really effective at getting attention. It is, and I know I'm sure you've heard this. It says, "When you think you're safe from her witty and murderous ways, Ellie magically appears with a catchy jingle. There's no escape from her no holds barred mischief before brutally killing you in the most unusual ways." So that really caught my attention. Uh,
Yeah, some of the deaths I can't say specifically what they are, but um, I don't think I've ever seen some of these done before.
Good. Good.
Like
That's
I was really impressed. I've been on so many sets and I've seen so many brutal kills, and I've never seen these.
well. That's good to hear some for about some fresh kills, because that's usually a stereotypical thing, where you see just repeats of a lot of stuff. So that's great.
Yeah,
I see that you have an earring, Ouija ear. Is that from the slumber?
I wore these on the Slumber Party
Oh
movie.
my God.
Oh,
Ouija slumber party. It's one of her projects.
oh,
That's so cute.
Going to be out very soon. I just did a commentary to it this past week.
Oh man.
Ouija slumber party. That's
Mhm.
okay. That sounds good too.
I see the last time we chat about you having 100 credit and you celebrated. That was what, like 4 months ago?
Was it only 4 months ago?
Yeah, and you went from 100 to 132 credits.
I've been working a lot lately.
Yes. I
Wow.
was like, wait, is this right? I was like, I know I've been seeing a lot, but 32 extra in the last 4 months? That's insane.
I feel like a few of those were stuff that I had previously done that weren't on IMDb yet, too.
Oh,
Stuff
okay.
that I
I
had
was
done
like,
like from a year or two ago that I wasn't sure if it was going to come out or not, and suddenly it's on my IMDb.
I was like, holy crap, this is so much. And this is not counting your producer credits, your writing credits. I did not know you're right.
People consider me writing that when I ad lib and come up with my own dialogue,
Ah, so
improv
so
it.
okay, you model, you act, do you sing?
I do.
Oh,
Oh,
I know you narrate books. You're really good at it.
Thank
But
you.
so I was like, you have such a good voice. So do you sing? Where do I hear? Where do I listen
I
to
have
it?
two singles of my own available, and I
Oh
recently
my
got
God.
to collab with Dr. Cujo. So if you, it's even available like Amazon Music or YouTube Music or Spotify, all of those. You just look me up and
I'll be jamming that on our page soon.
yeah, I'll look for that.
it is my
So,
hope one day that I'll be able to write and sing soundtracks
Oh
for
my
movies that I work on.
God. Well, next project, my next project look like I'll be having a song of yours in there.
Excellent.
Oh, Chris, go ahead.
okay.
I'm
So, Mel,
listening.
I regularly rewatch some of the movies from the 80s and 90s with Scream Queens like Slumber Party Massacre from 1982 with Brinke Stevens, Night of the Demons from 88,
Good one.
Linnea Quigley, Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl Bowl-O-Rama from 88 with Michelle Bauer, and The Invisible Maniac with Deborah Lamb from 90. So, what are some of your favorite Scream Queen movies from the past? Who are some of your favorite Scream Queens, and have any of them been inspirations for you?
Oh gosh, I would have to say one of my favorites is going to be Little Shop of Horrors. And I don't
Oh,
know what my favorite Scream Queen, whether it's Audrey 1 or Audrey 2 from that, because they're both
oh,
such divas.
I did. I
Um,
hadn't. That's a great. I hadn't thought about them as being Scream Queens, but that is
yeah.
right. Yeah, sure.
Oh gosh, it's so impressive how she has this meek little voice and then she can just belt out these amazing Suddenly Seymour and all that. I love that.
Yeah.
And of course, I love Elvira.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. I really love her first movie, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And gosh, I also love Night of the Demons with
I
Linnea
do.
Quigley. That's
I
a
do
great
too.
movie.
I do too. I just watched that again recently, and yeah, it's just it never gets old with me, and it's just so amazing what they did on such a small budget like that. Yeah, there's a lipstick scene in there that I'm
I
sure you.
love that
Oh,
lipstick.
I love that too.
Him and that lip sync. Um, do you do anything else besides uh like what are your hobbies outside of work?
So I do martial arts
Oh,
and I like to horseback ride.
oh,
I
oh,
haven't done that in a while. I don't have any friends down here with horses right now, but I
oh.
do love when I got the opportunity. Um, what else do I do? I like to swim a lot. I play video games.
What do you got? Yeah, you play.
Recently, I got to play the new Directive 8020.
Oh, okay,
I like
okay.
it's basically you play a slasher movie.
Yeah,
The Dark
you're
Pictures
all about
games.
the slashers.
Oh yeah. Gosh, I don't do a whole lot outside of work. Work is like
Taking
my
over your life.
my work, my love, my hobby.
Yeah.
Well, with as many movies as you have in your credits, I don't think you have a lot of time for anything else.
I do like to make a lot of stuff for my movies. Like just here sitting on my desk, I have a rosary of
Ooh.
made out of teeth.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
oh, that is cool.
I like
So,
to make stuff for my movies.
Yeah,
did you collect those teeth? Are you a tooth fairy?
that.
Luckily, those are fake. Those were a real pain to drill through.
Oh my God.
So, were you in a movie about a tooth fairy, perhaps?
No, they are. It was written. I was scheduled. Things got pushed back. I don't know when we're going to film right now, but it's about cannibalistic nuns. And
Oh,
I've been working on
Cannibalistic
developing a
nun.
character because when you're given this much, you have to give yourself this much backstory. And it just helps me to develop and have thoughts going through my mind while acting, little things to hold on to, or, a lot of times the audience don't even see or know, or sometimes even the director doesn't see or know some of the little things. Like I sew things into my gowns, I journal in
Aw.
character, part of the process.
You have your little yourself in every little itty bitty thing. Oh,
Yes.
so it's like one day we can just do like this little Easter egg thing where watch Mel's movies and find a little this and that, find this and that.
Yes.
So I know you did a lot, and you're probably not going to remember a lot of them, but which project was your favorite to work on so far?
Hmm.
There's a lot.
Like I have such a tendency to say like the most recent one, The Legend of Tinkerhell, that was something special. There was so many of us. I forget how many people, but I think at one point there's 7 of us in a single room with limited bathrooms, and like there
Oh.
was no fighting. Everybody just loved each other. And that's always special when that happens. Another really one that gosh, there was so much love on that set was Night of the Dead Sorority Babes. And
Oh,
just
there were
Star
so
has this
many.
way about them of bringing
I
together
saw all those
people.
behind the scenes that you had. Oh, there were so many of y'all. Y'all had so much fun.
Yeah,
So
everybody
much,
was so sweet.
so much blood.
So much blood.
So much blood. Um, how do you like juggle between work and family?
Ooh. Um,
That's
that's
a hard
tough.
one.
So my husband's military,
Yes.
and we were over in Japan, and he spent this huge amount of time deployed and gone and away from us. And there was no trade-off back then at all. It was just him gone, me home, dealing with everything. And I really lost myself in, the mom sauce. And I was
Yeah.
just a mom and I was nothing more for a really, really long time. And um, it was really hard to come back from that because, as a mom, you're like, is my kid going to be safe with somebody else? And there's so much fear as moms. And I have a lot of
Yeah.
fear, just as, from trauma that it's it's not always easy. But we got back and I really wanted to discover myself again. And I really, I have such a love for filmmaking and I didn't want to let that go. So we talked about it and we came up with a system that works. And now it's like, it's not really a vacation, it's work. And we do plan our family vacations way out in advance, which is tough with the military, easy with,
Yeah.
scheduling films. But it's really like this trade-off where we meet in the middle and everything is just bliss for a while and we have so much to talk about, what happened while I was gone, what I was up to, and it just makes my times at home so much more special and so much more so much more.
You
I can
travel
be
so
fully
much.
engaged. Yeah, it seems that way. I'm only gone maybe 2 days a month to about 7 days a month, usually.
Just seems like you travel a lot more than that. You
It
seem
seems
like
that
you're
way,
always
doesn't it?
gone. Yeah. Um, do you currently have any management or agent?
Me?
Or,
No,
yeah. Oh, your own agent. That's always the best. That's me.
for sure. For
You
sure.
do
It
your
makes it so
own
much
thing.
easier.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris. I just been
Oh
going
no,
at it.
that's okay.
Go,
That's no problem at all.
go ahead.
Okay, so I have another vintage Scream Queen question, and I'm going to start with 1982 with Slumber Party Massacre, and I'm only going to. It's been 44 years since that movie
Oh my God.
was out, and that's just the movie that I have in my memory as the starting point for it. Some people out there may be saying, well, but there was another one before that. There probably was, but starting with that, it's been 44 years, and so my question is that I've of course I've noticed that in most every Scream Queen movie, the the Scream Queen is usually killed off, or they don't last too long in the movie. So the question is, do you think that the role of the Scream Queen has changed any in the last 44 years? Perhaps are they now as likely to wind up being what they call the final girl and perhaps even kick the killer's ass in the end, or are they still more likely to be the victim?
That's difficult. I feel like while it is more likely these days for the Scream Queen to become the final girl in a movie, it is also very similarly likely to be killed off in a movie earlier because it's easier for us to schedule for only being there a day or two. And gosh, as much as I really love being the final girl, it's my absolute favorite, of course. I do always miss getting covered in blood. So it's like,
Yeah.
You
And
can still
so,
be covered in blood and be the final girl.
yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
Like
that,
in
yeah,
what was it? Corn Return
zombies,
of the Corn. What was it?
Return of the
zombies.
Corn Zombie.
Return of the Corn Zombie. You were covered in blood. You were the final girl, I think. Yeah, I think.
That was
Oh yeah.
Chloe Lutz.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
And I have a follow-up question related to that. Um, so, in in a lot of movies, again, even in the past, the Scream Queen sometimes also, of course, was in movies where she was the killer, like in Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers in '88. Michelle
Hmm.
Bauer was actually one of the psycho chainsaw killers. So, are you sometimes the actual killer in any of the movies, or are you just consistently more the scream queen?
So I did get to there's a twist ending that I don't want to give away. I know it's
Okay.
not a recent movie, but you guys have probably seen it where I do kill somebody unexpectedly. Um,
Unexpectedly.
I feel like that was the only time that I really kill somebody aside from being a final girl. Kitty, get out of that box. That box is not for you.
Uh-oh.
He's troublemaking. Just get out of here. See you later. He was about to jump in my prop box.
Oh, I know
Um,
besides filmmaking, you do a lot of photo shoots. So,
yes.
do you do more photo shoots than
No.
filmmaking? Because
Gosh, I
there's
wish I did.
there's so many awesome photo shoots. Like
Yeah,
I every time you pop up my news, I'm like, dang, that's some good shots. Like, dang, that's some good shots.
a
You
lot
have a
of
lot
great,
of good photographers around you too.
yeah, a lot of great magazine covers I've seen on your Facebook page.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'm so lucky to have a very I have very few photographers around me, but I'm
Really?
very lucky for I know, isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Um, I've got my main people. I've got Don Cross. I've got my friend Michael Gavin. Aside
That's all
from
you
that,
need.
it's
That's
just
all you need.
every. Right. Every now and then somebody will be traveling through, or very recently when I went to Cleveland to film Tinker Hell, I reached out to some local photographers and a few that had been on my Facebook for a good long time, and I was like, "Hey, it's time we get together and do something." And yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
just whenever I'm
Wow.
doing a movie, I'm like, "Hey, I'm in town. Let's make use of me being here."
So I see your recent book you narrated for was Perfect Soul, which,
Yes.
I I love that. And like, can you name other books that people can like look up that you have narrated?
I voiced the entire Coven Cove series, and I
What?
think that's yes, that's like 7 or 8 books. But it's all in one of the files. You can just download the
On
entire series.
Amazon, right?
hmm
I
The
thought you
first
only narrated like two of the last books. I didn't see the other ones, so I didn't know you narrate the whole thing.
I did. It's like
Wow.
a 52-hour file when we
Oh,
uploaded them all in one book.
oh my God. How
They
long
were
did it
about
take
eight or
you?
nine. It was about 8 or 9 hours a piece, and in the end, it was over 52 hours
Wow.
Wow. How many
of
days did it
finished
take
audio.
you?
Oh my gosh. It took years.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
years to do that.
I can imagine. Oh my God.
But I voiced other books in between, like My Blind Date as a Vampire and what else? Um, Recently, I voiced The Vampire Hunter's Diaries.
Oh,
And what else? There's so many. I voiced several slash 'em up books. And I voice a kid's book, like a YA, very short one. I have about 30 available.
oh my. Well, I was telling Chris earlier that when I get my novel out, I'll be hiring you to narrate my book.
I would love that.
Yeah. I was like, no one's gonna do it better than Mel.
I will absolutely do it my best.
So I never heard of this one until recently. The Rhonda Shear Up All Night, the Slumber Party Olympics, is that like just an episode on her show or is that like a movie?
Yeah, it was an episode of our show. We did
Like,
all sorts of fun little games.
can we like is there anywhere that we can stream that or do you have to
I
buy that?
have no idea where that is right now. I know she came out with her own Roku channel.
Like I was like
Like
trying to
outside
find
of
it and I couldn't
I
figure out where I would
know.
find
I
it.
had the links on my link tree where to watch everything, and then several fans one day came to me and they were like, "I can't find the Valentine's Olympic special anymore,"
Yeah.
or something like that.
I
I'm like,
tried finding, I can't find it anywhere.
yeah,
Oh, well. Another one I want to ask you. It was the big boobs Boobenstein.
yes. So things always happen in indie film, and we are currently figuring things out again, and it looks like I am taking over directing with
Oh,
the help of Brian Wilson.
wow.
And I know
Ooh,
I would have never wanted to have been the lead and direct a movie at the
that's
same
hard.
time because that's whew.
Do you like
But
directing?
I have directed before in the past a couple of times, but I've never directed a feature.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
like
back
it's
back then with me too, like if I'm acting in it, I don't like to direct it. If because it's
right.
hard to focus.
I'm fine
Um,
with like a director's cameo. Like
yeah.
that's totally fine. But oh my gosh,
When
to
you're
have
a
like a
lead,
larger part.
yeah, it takes a lot out of you. When the time that you're not acting, you're learning your lines, you're resting for your next role, and then you can't do that because you're directing right away. You're jumping in and out. It's really hard.
Yeah,
So, girl, oof,
yeah,
you got a
yeah,
lot on your
yeah.
plate there.
I would. And, people have asked me why I didn't just direct it in the first place. And it's like, well, I'm the lead.
It's hard.
But the good news is I am really, really familiar with the source material. So um, I have no fear when it comes to that.
So I see the boob sets aside. Is it
Well,
heavy?
it will be about this time next year that we're going to be
Okay.
filming. No, luckily they're not heavy. They're full of they're full of air, so they do weigh down
Oh,
a lot. I'm not sure who is going to be making the new prosthetic, but I'm
oh.
hoping that we get some helium in it on the day that we're filming. Because those
Don't
are always
helium.
easier if they have some helium.
So like the green makeup, like, do you have to have it on all day? How hard is it to wash off? Does it irritate your
Oh my
skin?
gosh. So it takes a while to get into the makeup,
I can't
and
imagine.
between like 2.5 to 5 hours, depending on like if I'm doing half of it, if we're doing the whole body, what we're doing there. And we get a little quicker each time we do it.
Oh
But
my God.
all I have to do is step in the shower and most of it's gone.
Oh,
Like the
that's
moment I
good.
step in the shower, it's mostly gone.
Oh, that's not so bad. I was like, man, that would take forever to scrub off.
Yeah,
Right.
not as
But
bad as
like
I thought.
but like every day having to go in and do the same makeup for 2 to 5 hours, that's so hard. Can you lie down and sleep while they do it, or you have to sit?
Usually I do it myself.
You did it yourself too? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But
I
my
would just be
husband does
so
help me
tired.
whenever we're just doing
Aw,
like the promos.
so supportive. I love how supportive he is.
He is.
Yeah.
He loves what I do.
Um, oh, sorry, Chris, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No,
I'm
it's okay.
running.
Uh, so information on IMDb says that you are best known for a movie called The Figure from 2017, for which you won a Bronze Award at the Spotlight Horror Film Awards. Natasha Knighty's Boudoir of Blood from 2020, which you also have directing credits, I see, and Carlos Dunn's Catherine from 2015. My question is, why do you think you are best known for those films?
I have no idea. I don't. Somebody said that because I'm listed as a director for Natasha Knighty's Boudoir of Blood,
Oh,
and I just directed my short scene for the figure. I guess that was the first time that you could consider me getting to play a final girl, but it was also a short, but we did win an award for that, in which I'm a producer on that. Um, Carlos Dunn's Catherine. I am not really sure why I'm listed as that one. Not a whole lot of people have seen that one, and it's like kind of an homage to the 70s drive-in type movies. But that was a really tough role for me because I had prostate transfers on and I had effects makeup covering my face. I was entirely blind for
oh.
the majority of that role.
Hmm.
Um, so your most recent cast is on The Wizard of Oz in Amityville.
Yeah.
So, I saw some pictures. I didn't see there. Obviously, there's not much yet, but what can you tell us about it?
I'm waiting on the script.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to write an original song for it. I'm
Oh
hoping
my
to.
God, you're writing a song for it too?
I really
Oh
want, but I need to see the script first so that I make sure that it goes in line
my
with
God,
the
right.
script.
I'm so excited.
Um, Gosh, I know some people that they are planning on bringing in for it still, and I'm just so tickled. I know I think their total or like their big goal is 5,000 and they're so close to that already.
Oh,
And Blaze is amazing to work with. He's only 19 and he's got a huge filmography. He's a wonderful director. He's so kind. And, you know, is his dad, Cody. I'm very good friends with. I really like Cody. Um, oh gosh, they're just good people that I really like to work with. I recently worked with them on the Exotic Zoo of Terror,
Um,
and we had so much fun, and everybody was so kind and nice, and just it was just beautiful. And everybody worked well together. The improving, everybody's so good.
I love improv sets.
Hmm.
The stutterer. I know that you're on it, but there's not much that no one says much about it. It's like almost like a hush hush or something. Uh, like all I know is it's a pig that goes around and kill people.
Is
Well,
somebody
a
wearing a
person wearing a pig
mm,
mask that goes around and kill people, but there's not much said around it. What can you tell us about your character?
So I chose a character who has a confrontation with the killer because I love fight choreography. I
Ah,
love
oh, there's
doing fight
fighting.
choreography. I love following fight choreography. I feel like it's one of my strong suits as an actress. And originally, my role was going to be a little bit different. I was going to be married to Lloyd Kaufman's character, which I thought would have been
Oh
really
my
fun, but also
God.
like fight choreography. And um, Rocco came to me and he said, um, something, something, which role would I rather? And of course, fight
Fighting.
choreography.
Yeah.
And I always feel disconnected whenever I do film from home scenes. I think originally I was supposed to potentially do a film from home scene instead of get flown in. But I feel like I'm not as connected to the cast whenever
Yeah.
I do film from home stuff. So I would
Interesting.
feel better connected doing it with everybody there on set. And um, it's an LGBTQIA
Hmm.
positive film.
Hmm.
And I'm just looking forward to it. He seems to have this way of bringing all these cool names together.
Lots of connections.
Yeah,
So I see there's a comedy horror musical. I don't think I've seen you in a musical, but this one's Samadhi Christ. I'm butchering the name, I'm pretty sure. And your character is Zara La Lee Anders.
that's interesting. I haven't thought about that one in a little while. It was several months ago. The director came to me and asked me if I would work on his film, and I said yes. And he said something about could I do film from home because, of course, it makes me more affordable rather
Right,
than paying travel,
right.
and that was fine. And he gave me a synopsis of my scene, and I told him that was fine. And I actually, um, my scene, I am supposed to sing throughout it. So I recorded the industrial version of that song already and sent it back. Um, and I've been waiting since.
Well, the credits on IMDb, and I'm waiting for it too because I've never seen you in a musical.
I
Because
am ready for a musical. I am so ready for that day to come and to do every musical after.
so
what is
I
the
wrote
title?
the title is here, let me send it to
I'm
you.
ready, Grease.
Yeah, Sama Degrees. I totally butchered it earlier. Here, let me send it to you. Come
You're
on.
sending something to me now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've never done this before.
Well, I'm sending you
I
the
mean, I've never.
name.
Okay.
There you go.
Hmm. I mean, I've never received anything on Zoom, so I don't know
Oh,
what.
it's not on
Oh,
Zoom, it's
oh,
on
oh,
Facebook.
good. Okay, that's what I was worried about. All right, here we go. This is easy.
So this
Hmm.
one, I don't think I've ever seen you posted about it either. But it says it's gonna be this year, and it's a horror movie called Were Shark.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that I worked on like a while ago. I feel like I did it 2 years ago,
Oh,
This one just
and
popped up. I'd
you
never
know,
seen it before.
well, the reason why I asked the title is because it sounded French to me. I used
It
I
looks
think it
I used to
French.
is.
It is
I used to
French.
teach French. I speak some French also, a lot of it.
So
So
what does Timothy Grease mean? I know something
some
free, right?
it's samedi gris, which means
Oh,
gray Saturday.
Huh,
okay.
I don't know what that would
interesting.
how that would relate to the film, but yeah, I thought it sounded French, and that's why. Okay, interesting.
So were sharks? Is it like sharks on land? Like a werewolf?
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God, that's so crazy.
And I saw the a rough cut like a while ago, or bits and pieces, I can't remember. And gosh, it's really fun. It's a Donald Farmer movie.
I love Donald Farmer stuff.
Me
It's so
too.
funny.
And it's filmed by Curtis Everett, who is lovely. I love working with him. And I forget the circumstances, but it was filmed from home. And I was just so ready to get out the blood.
You and your
I-
blood.
Is the
Yes.
dir- is the director French?
Were
Do you know?
shark?
Um,
Were shark?
Oh, I
for
thought we were still
We're talking
talking
about
about.
were shark.
Oh, sorry,
We
sorry.
went to were shark and you were still on 70
I was
I'm
still
not sure if he's French or not.
okay.
Um, sorry, there's so many questions because there's so many that just popped up that I've never seen before. So I'm just asking questions. Um, were you in Are You Dead Yet Part One?
No,
Okay, because Part Two popped up, but there's no date when it comes out.
I think he's still filming it.
Okay.
He just filmed a segment recently, I saw. And if you
All
don't know Jamie Schmidt, he's wonderful. He's such a supporter. We love that. We love Jamie. And he's just so nice. And he just wants to make movies with people. He's so like-minded to us. And he's just nice to talk to. I enjoy
right.
him.
Are you done with your scene with them?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little about it? Because
Yeah.
I can't remember. I've watched part one and I can't remember what it's about. Like it just slipped my mind.
Well, part two is called Battlefield of Blood. And I don't have a very big scene, but he's so nice. He wanted to include me, and
Oh,
I'm totally down, of course. So I have a phone call where I'm like, "What are you guys doing? You know better."
like grandma, what are you gonna do? You know
Yes.
better. That's funny. So so I see Crimson in the Dark, a Star Wars fan film.
Yes.
It's, this was it's in pre-production. I love I'm not big on Star Wars fans, but Star Wars movies, but when I see Star Wars fan films, I love those for some reason. Like I just love watching them because they're usually literally funny. And what do you know when that comes out?
So
You're
I already
Jedi,
filmed
right? You're the
my scene.
Jedi?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I play Aaron Renko.
Oh my
And
God.
I I loved I felt like after I saw the production value of everybody else's scenes, I was like, I need to step this up a notch. I called over a friend who brought over his, I believe it was a black magic camera to film me with
Oh,
on this, like green screen, and we lit it properly.
wow.
And I was like, this needs to be perfect because I, of course, it's filmed from home, so it's not huge or anything, but it's I get to be a hologram.
Called in the big guns.
Yep. And
Oh my
gosh,
God.
the production value from the rest of the scenes that I was blown away. That was one of the ones that I would really love to do in person. And I just really hope that he's potentially willing to do more Star Wars fan films.
Have you ever thought of making a film yourself? Like doing the whole production yourself the way
You
you want
know,
it.
we'll see how Bubenstein goes. I'm gonna have a lot of help on that, and if people like my style and mesh with it, I would absolutely love to do it again. It's been a really long time since I have directed, and I do really remember like enjoying putting people into the roles that they wanted to be in
Right.
and seeing what came from it. And I would really very much like to have some things come to life, especially like some of my friends have some really cool ideas that I would love to help them get off the ground.
Oh, sorry, Chris, go ahead. I keep going with questions. You go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
that's okay. Okay, so as I was looking through your filmography, Mel, I came across one film that made me stop and really do a double take, and I have to ask you about this one. It's called Pig Shit.
Yes,
Uh, yeah, it's one of those titles that I've got to see it now.
Picture.
But I was
you've
just,
got to see it.
I want to see it. I do. I've that title, and I have more questions about titles
Is
because you have
there
so many
picture?
really intriguing titles. But so without obviously, whoa, something just fell over in here. But anyway, uh, ooh, it's in my movie room where the Ouija boards are. But anyway, uh, anyway, so what can you tell me about Pig Shit? What can I expect without obviously? I know you're not going to spoil anything for me, but tell me a little about this movie.
Okay, so we know I'm no stranger to pig mask killers,
Yes.
having worked on
So
several.
many.
Ah, yes, it's a
And
thing. Okay.
this one is, oh gosh, this is like a throwback to the gritty 80s slashers, and it's total country fried slasher style. And
Ah,
like you can watch the movie and you can like smell what is on screen.
You
Like
can smell
the
shit.
oh,
imagery is yes,
it,
the
oh,
imagery is so strong, and it was one of those times that you know if everything just worked so perfectly filming that because it was very cold February nights. We filmed all through the night, every night except for a few hours during one morning. And it very easily could have gone wrong. Like the ground was frozen, we were all very cold, and it just really brought us together. And it it was beautiful. It was my first time meeting Penny Aphrodite, and she is lovely, lovely person to work with. That was her first movie, and I would have never known it. And it's got Ryan Martell and Dan Grogan. We love Dan, we love Ryan. And Bobby Knipe Jr. is just such a great person to work with. Um, he's got his vision, but also he lets us do our jobs. We're there to act. He lets us act. He doesn't like micromanage or anything like that. Not that a lot of people do, but he's just really good about the collaboration, especially. And we had Clarence Adams on that set, who is a lovely person. And it was filmed by Joe Lascola, who's also really great. Like everybody in that movie is a powerhouse. And we did a premiere last October, November, and all of the scenes weren't finished yet.
Oh.
And then they went back and, they took the audience's participation and asked what the audience thought and everything. And then Josh Schaefer, who is pig shit, they took him back and filmed more with him. And he's so good as like he's so scary, which, like it
well,
doesn't make any sense because he's the nicest guy ever. And then he puts the
well,
mask on and he's making these noises and it's so scary.
one of the posters I saw, or maybe it was the DVD cover, it was a pig's face. It looked like, and it was black, and I don't know if that was supposed to be that on his face, or what the pig with shit on his face. I'm not sure, but it was also very um, compelling title there. So would you say this is a what you call hillbilly horror?
I I I think you could consider it a hillbilly horror.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
that's my kind of movie. So where can I find that one?
That's my kind of movie.
it's going to be
Yeah.
out sometime probably this year. And of course,
Okay.
I'm going to post about it like crazy because I really love that movie too. Um, but yeah, like when you're watching it, like this is the kind of stuff that you would do in my hometown. Like bunch of kids, like, what are we going to do? I don't know. Let's go to the old spooky pig farm. Why? I don't know. Something to do. That's something that we would have done as kids.
Yeah. And so where can I find that movie? Is it on any of
It's
the?
not out yet. It should be out
Oh, okay.
like soon.
All right.
Yeah, I know they just finished filming some pieces for it, I think this year, like not long, but I believe it's finished filming and it's still being edited together again. But I don't think it should take too long to be out.
All right.
Uh, is okay, so Matthew and Ophelia's Wonderful World of Fun, is that like a kids TV show?
Yes,
And you're an owl?
yes,
Oh
I
my God,
play the
that's it.
owl.
I need to look that up. Is this on available on TV?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. I'm gonna show this to my kids.
Yes.
I'm gonna show this to my kids. Oh my God. I never knew you did this one. It's like 2000. Let's see. Let me put this in here so I can save it for my kids to watch
And
later.
I think I'm still ongoing. I just recorded some Ophelia Owl for him very recently, so
Oh
it's
my
it's still
God.
coming.
That's so cute. Oh my God. I'm gonna listen to your little owl voice. I'm After we interview every guest, we start looking up, oh, well, I start looking up like their previous work or anything we can hear their voice or something like that, and we post it on our page, for extra
Awesome.
promotion. So I'll be posting some of those. Um, so there's one called Dead Eyes Behind Painted Smiles.
Yes.
I see that one was released on the 2nd of this month. It said released on the 2nd. You're a Jillian. Were you a survivor? It says, oh, on IMDb, it says release date was May 2nd, 2026.
I remember working on that and I don't that was that show Sherlock?
Joe Sherlock, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They probably just finished it and just haven't announced it yet.
I do scenes for him all the time and I get confused which scenes are what. So I don't know which scene that is it's very possibly involving my alien lover Fernando.
Alien lover Fernando. Let's
It's
see
either that or it's
Fernando.
the mayonnaise commercial.
Oh my God, there's a mayonnaise commercial. That sounds very kinky.
Yeah, it was.
Now I need to find that and watch later. Okay, so you mentioned the Exotic Zoo of Terror earlier. Can you tell us a little about that? I heard it and I seen it posted around because I only recently learned about Blaze through Phil Herman,
Yeah.
which is his mentor, his uncle, and I just then that's when Phil told me about the Wizard of Oz Amityville because Phil wrote that for him, and Phil told me to look him up, and that's when I looked him up, and that's like a day or so later he announced the Wizard of Oz. Uh, can you like tell us like a little bit about the Exotic Zoo of Terror?
Yeah, yeah. So uh we uh, Cody and Blaze live in Oklahoma, and that's where the whole Tiger King thing happened.
Oh, it was in Oklahoma?
It
Oh.
was in Oklahoma, and Cody was pretty close to the situation. And one day they were surprised that nobody had made a horror movie about it.
Oh, no one made a horror movie about it. You'd
I
think everyone jump on
know.
it as soon as it happened.
Right. So that's what Blaze did. And I got to play Cheryl Bad Kittens, which of course
Bad
is a
kittens.
parody, but I play it very straight because I think Carol is a lovely lady who is just looking out for the animals. And that's sort of, the way I played it. And, I have no idea if she's seen it. I hope she sees it and is like,
Oh,
dang, she's hot.
that's me.
You
That's me.
know?
It's kind of nice when you play a true character, a real character, and they actually contact you and say that's really me, that's how I am. That's like one of the biggest compliment. Maybe one day she'll see it and then she'll contact you and say, hey,
Gosh, I hope so.
yeah.
I really tried to like emulate her voice and her makeup and everything. And,
Aw,
I got my silver eyeshadow and
you went all out.
I changed the way I did my eyebrows a little bit. And I'm like, I hope she likes it.
So I see a music video. Sorry, Chris. You want to go ahead? Sorry.
Go if you have another one, go ahead.
I saw this cute little music video called Lucas the Astronaut.
Yeah.
Like you were the school announcer. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so cute.
I got to do voiceover for Matthew. I love
Oh my
working with
gosh.
Matthew Marconnor. I
Is
love that
it
he does kid stuff. Not a lot of people that do kid stuff.
yeah, I was looking at that. And I was like, "Oh, that's a lot of like kid stuff and that's so cute." And he does his own illustration too, I think, because that would be
He's good at it.
yeah, that's so cute. I'll mark that for my kids. But every time I see little kid stuff and it's someone I know, I always mark it for my kids. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Okay, well, another one of the many films you've done that I would like to see because of these titles. It's just I'm looking at again, Return of the Corn Zombies, Amityville Corn Dog. All these things are very just makes you want to see them. But there's one in particular. It's called Palm Down, and you are on IMDb credited as also a writer for this film. But the storyline, and this is why it's so compelling to me, it's a young woman takes her late father's metal detector to the beach. While there, she ends up being followed by a mysterious hand. So, uh, again, I'm going to ask you where can I find that one, and
YouTube.
can you tell me a little more about
YouTube.
that? YouTube,
YouTube.
really?
It's part of the Florida trifecta. So my
Oh,
friend Curtis, I had just moved back to the States and I was starting to work on set again, and I didn't have a whole lot of stuff out. And Curtis is really fast at turning around editing. So I was like, why don't you come out? We'll film, a couple little shorts. We'll spend a couple days. And he came out for like a weekend and we filmed 3 different short films, and they were all improv where I get to
Wow.
play these like big characters. So for Palm Down, I'm kind of like an adventurer. Um, and he plays my brother, and he has this like prop hand that crawls. And we sort of wrote it as we went along. And I had access to a private beach. And we got there and we were very skeptical because it looked really stormy. And we were like, But then it ends up working in our favor, and it totally adds an atmosphere that you can't pay for.
wow.
Yeah.
I may put a link, or rather embed that in the article that I will write about this podcast on my website so people
Yeah.
can see it right there. Yeah. Okay,
And
great.
we
Then I'll
also
check that
made
out.
Queen Dracula Strikes Again. Is it Queen Dracula Strikes Again? And we also did Florida Man, where I play Florida Man.
Yeah,
And
I remember that.
are those also on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay,
That's part
great.
of the Florida trifecta. So we filmed all of those over the course of like 2 days.
A
All
little
right.
weird, a little weird. It was funny. I
My
remember.
friends wrote
Yeah.
me, they were like, dang, you do drag?
Uh, so I see here there's terrifying T-Rex too.
Yes.
Is there an actual T-Rex?
Um, I did go to battle with a T-Rex. I borrowed some of my
Oh my
husband's,
God.
like, some of his rifles, and we we filmed that whole my whole bits myself, and gosh, it took us over the course of like a week, but we were filming all the time, and it was a lot of fun.
Your
But
son was in it?
he
I
was,
see
was.
Dylan Carver's in it. Oh my God.
So
That must have
I
been
don't
fun
know if
working with
that's out
him.
anywhere.
so
No?
is
I
this
have
a
no
period
idea.
piece? Like
No.
oh, it's like set in prehistoric times? No, okay.
Oh gosh, that would be fun to do one of
It
those though.
sure it would be. Yeah, you could be a
It's hard
cave.
finding a location.
You could be a prehistoric scream queen.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, that would be so
But
great. I would love to do something like that.
it's well. Speaking of that, it seems like on the cover of one of the magazines I saw on your Facebook page, you are dressed as something of a cave girl. You
As an
have
Ewok.
oh okay sorry.
It
Star
was
Is
Wars.
that
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
oh okay? See, I'm not as much of I'm not into Star Wars quite enough to have recognized that, but yeah, it had a cave girl look to it too, somewhat. Yeah, but I'll check.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, one of your recent ones is My Blade is Your Salvation. I don't hear much about it. And apparently I missed the campaign for that one. Because you know me, I support all your campaigns.
You
And
do.
I missed that campaign for some reason. Can you tell us a little about it? Like I know that it's like this detective that hunts serial killers. Um, but that's all I know about it. Tell
Oh
me
gosh,
about your
that was
character.
so good. So I went out and I filmed, I want to say it was either January or February. And I went
Writing
out to
scenes.
filmed in St. Louis,
Oh
and
wow.
St. Louis was amazing. And the majority of what we filmed in was an old Listerine factory. It was
Listerine Factory.
beautiful.
Wow.
These locations were insane, and it's a giallo style slasher movie with a gimp
Oh
killer.
Oh.
oh, I love that.
The killer is so spooky, and I got to work with Brian, who is the lead of the film, and I play his girlfriend. And I have to be very careful what I say, so I'm thinking really hard about it. I was there for I want to say 8 or 9, 10 days, somewhere of
Wow.
that, and we just had such an amazing time. The locations, just
Yeah,
wow.
location
And
does a lot for
the
production.
cinematography, so beautiful. Everything ran so smooth.
There are a lot of fighting
And
choreography in that one.
yes,
Oh
and
yeah, you're
it was
like,
so cool to
yeah.
see.
So I heard you mention giallo films. Are you a fan of the Italian giallo films?
I am.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I love those. They're such atmospheric, yeah, strong. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah. Like you kind of know what you're getting, and it's really fun to know like the colors have meaning.
Yes, like in Suspiria.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's a lot of red. I believe that's the one with a lot of red
Yeah.
colors. Yeah, yeah, I love those.
Are you in every single Cody and Blaze Tudor movies?
I hope so. I
Because
love working with
I
those
see
guys.
almost every movie of theirs you're
I
in it.
love working with them. They're great.
Uh, Mean Boat. I don't think I've heard about Mean Boat though. Mean
He did
Boat.
a campaign for it a while back, and like Blaze is
2024.
really good about working, like doing what, you know, to raise the money and make it. And I know that he has been having some issues, I think, with scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
But my part, I play Tink, and I'm going to be a storyteller.
Oh.
And I plan to make him a book, and I'm going to do like the wraparound where it comes to me,
Uh,
and I'm like telling the stories. And I really want to illustrate the scene and then like have it fade and dissolve into back and forth from
oh.
my
Oh,
artistry.
love
So
that.
I'm just waiting for it to be filmed so that I can do that.
So I know that this one was in pre-production since 2024, Halloween Sharks.
Hmm.
Do you know, like,
I have no idea what the status of that one is.
haven't even
There's
started filming yet.
there's been a few times when I guess it's been 2 or 3 times that they've come to me and said, "Hey, how's next February look?" And I'm like, "Let's do it." And
And then
then I don't
nothing.
hear anything.
I see Will Colazzo has a lot of projects that just sits and waits for a while. Um, Probably a lot of schedule conflicts.
Mm.
There was, oh, I meant to ask you, cheerleader camp elimination. I saw a lot of photos of all you ladies together with a lot of blood. Um, that one was out last year. Um,
It says it was out, and I checked a couple of times, but it's not out yet. I don't know where it is.
yeah, it said it was released last year, and I looked everywhere and I can't find it.
I think that might have been a mistake on the IMDb or through
Oh,
the distributor or something.
I was like, I looked everywhere. I don't see it anywhere.
Right.
Couldn't find it. Okay. I guess I should just ask you because you're part of it. You should know, right?
You think?
So one of the ones that you're on that made me laugh and chuckle when I saw it was Beaver with a cleaver.
Yes.
Was
Yeah.
that like was, was that a pun or was it an
I
actual
think
beaver?
so. Oh gosh,
Okay.
I still have the beaver actually. I need
Oh,
to get that back to
oh,
Curtis.
why
Well,
do you have the beaver?
Because he said it to me to film a scene for him at home,
Oh,
and
that's funny.
I was the last one.
That's
Oh
funny.
well,
goodness.
it's also obviously a play on the show Leave It to Beaver, and he was Beaver Cleaver. I'm
Oh
sure you
yeah,
all remember
I
that. Yeah,
do.
that's
Oh
clever.
god. It was Christmas time when I filmed my scene, and I'm actually writing a cookbook.
Oh,
And I I go to do a movie, and then I come home and I do a little blurb about it, about what a good time I had, and then I make up a recipe. Um, it'll be out one day eventually. I only have about 30 some recipes finished and photographed and all that, but I'm working on it. And I had decided to film and me making one of those recipes and get all dressed up for it and kill two birds with one stone, so to speak, and do my scene for Beaver with a Cleaver.
yeah.
And wouldn't you know, it was like the first time I've ever burnt anything. And I'm like, do I leave it in? Do I completely redo this? Do I change my scene? And it was the holidays, so it's really stressful trying to get
All
everything
right.
done. So I decided to just leave it in, and I rewrote my scene for it to make sense. And it's like I always like whenever like in slashers, like the person's like bad. So they kind of deserve what they get.
Sure.
So um I it's such a MacGuffin. Oh goodness. I
Go ahead,
burned
Chris.
I burned the food, so that's why the beaver got me.
Oh, the beaver got you.
Well, with so many movies you've done with such really interesting titles, I'm just wondering if you have any uh, but interesting behind the scenes stories or anything that comes to mind, something particularly funny that's ever happened. I was just curious if
Oh yeah, there's always. Um, Let me try to think of one from somewhat recently. Okay, here's one.
okay, good.
So for the Legend of Tinker Hell, we got to decide our own costumes. And like it's so difficult because I love all costumes, but we were going back and forth. Some people were doing couples costumes, some people were not doing couples costumes. You know, it was very up in the air. And Steve is really cool when he does his writing. He lets you choose, like for Night of the Dead Sorority Babes, he let us choose our names and our majors. So I got to choose Bambi Hamilton, law major. And for Tinker Hell, we got to choose our costumes. And Hunter and I went through several options before we decided on the bride and groom costume, where because it's sort of loosely based on the Peter Pan story, which is now in public domain, I brought up, what if we do Lost Boys?
Oh.
Like, you know, the raccoon or the fox or something like that. And Hunter thought that I meant Lost Boys as in vampire.
Oh.
And I was like, how funny would that be if I show up dressed as a skunk and you show up dressed as a vampire and we say, I said Lost Boys. I am a lot.
We are lost boys, different lost boys.
Yeah, that's
So
a
that
good
was
one.
the very first, potentiality to that.
Um, Darby's Greenhouse came out last year.
Yes.
Um, can you tell us a little more about it? Like
Yeah.
I swore I ordered a copy and I don't think it came in.
You don't think it came in? I can send
No,
you a copy.
oh, no, you don't have to send me a copy. I'll have to look at my order where like I
Go
check.
for us, Donald.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. We got to this cute little Airbnb, and I remember Jessa was so cute. She had this big heart ring light that
Mm.
changed colors, and she was bringing it around to change the colors in the scene. It was so cute. And at one point, she had the apple pie come out of the oven, and I was like, oh gosh, I hope I get a piece of that.
Did you get to eat a piece of it?
I can't remember.
Oh.
Uh-huh. I remember, gosh, it was such a whirlwind. There was so much to get done in such a short amount of time. Because that's, the more indie it is,
Yeah,
the quicker you have to get everything. And oh gosh, it feels like it was so long ago.
like a year or two. Yeah, it's 2 years, right? That you
Yeah.
started filming and you started pre-production in 2024.
Yeah, it was we filmed it over Christmas time and it
Yeah.
was so cute. So like you could consider it a Christmas movie because Jessa in the opening is looking at all the different Christmas decorations and she's all lit up with the lights. And I did a little photo shoot for that and I got to play Rodeo Darby. Donald let me choose which Darby I wanted to be, and immediately I gravitated towards Rodeo Darby because I, of course, do an excellent country accent being from Appalachia, and I can actually lasso for real.
Ooh.
Let's hear that country accent there. I'm interested.
Oh, it can just come on anytime.
Oh, there you
I
go.
can do the difference
Oh,
between Georgia or Louisiana.
Oh.
oh, excellent.
Growing
Yeah, I
up, my
love it.
whole family kind of talks like this with a real strong twang.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
excellent. I love it.
Would have never
I,
guessed.
I actually did 7 years of speech classes growing up to get
Oh
rid of it.
my.
So it comes
Oh.
out easier than
So you grew up that
Oh,
way. Oh
mhm.
my goodness. You
oh,
took
My whole
7
family
years.
talks like this.
Oh
really?
my
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you do that so well. That
It's always so funny to me. Every now and then there's a review that's like, that country accent's so fake. And it's like, no, it's not, honey.
God. I was born and raised this way, baby.
Yeah.
Chris, go ahead.
okay. Well, I since I know you are obviously a horror movie fan, I always like to ask horror fans about their favorite movies. So, what are some of your most the movies, the horror movies you watch most often and you would consider the best?
I really love the Friday the 13th remake with Jared Padalecki. I really love late 2000s horror, such as Zombievers and Stay Alive, Dead Silence. I really love those ones.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything from late 2000s is just gold.
Yeah.
I really
Okay.
like of course I love 80s horror, but 90s horror is really good too. I like the Scream movies a lot. I like the Scary Movie, you know, because the horror comic, they're just all good.
Chris?
Well, okay. So
Yeah.
I also thought, since you are Scream Queen, so what would you say? What advice would you give to aspiring Scream Queens out there? Perhaps people who want to get into the business. What would you say? What are the things you wish you had known in the beginning that you can tell all those people now?
What I wish I would have known, I'm not so sure about that one because I've always known the value of showing up.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
you know, it really does stem from there. Just show up and be pleasant and act like you want to be there. And if you say you're going to be somewhere, like you got to do it because, you know, like that's the quickest way to count yourself out is to not show up when you say you're going to, and eventually people stop calling.
Yeah.
And I've watched it
mhm.
happen, and it hurts. And you know, there's been so many times when I was not the first choice and somebody didn't show up, and of course that helped
Works for
me get
you.
where I am today. But I
Mm.
know it really hurt their reputation to the point where I don't think people call them anymore. But you know, like, it hurt at the same time because I want to be somebody's first choice, and I'm glad that I'm finally there. But you know, just show up and do what you're supposed to do and act like. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't say you're going to do it. Don't not show up, but be pleasant.
That's great advice. Yeah, sure.
That's really the majority of it.
Hmm.
You want to go with your random questions there, Chris?
Okay. Random questions.
He likes to ask 5 random questions.
Yeah.
I like random
Oh,
questions.
Yeah.
good. All right. Well, here we go. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream, Mel?
Either cotton candy or Rocky Road.
Ah,
Ooh,
yeah. Okay.
interesting.
What is your favorite place to go on vacation?
On a cruise every time.
Not Japan.
Not Japan.
And why not Japan? Just curious.
She lived in
I
Japan.
I lived there
Oh,
for 4 years.
all
It would
right.
be a great place to visit. I
Okay.
living there was too much.
Okay. If there was one thing you could change about yourself, what would it be? And it's okay if there's nothing.
There's always something.
Well, there's
Little
I'd
or
like to
big.
have abs.
okay.
Me too. After
But
you
I
have
can't get
kids,
them.
after you have kids, you can't get abs anymore.
You can't get them back.
It's hard. You gotta all you have to spend so much time in the gym and have a strict diet to have that. I can't do that with kids and work.
I
Yeah.
like sugar in my coffee.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Okay, number 4. If you were hoarding food for a bug out post apocalyptic world, what would we see most in your pantry?
Whoppers with cheese.
Ooh, cheese don't go bad, right? It's moldy.
It's like a salad and a burger.
And if you could magically work one miracle for the world, what would it be?
I'd get rid of mosquitoes.
Good, excellent choice.
That's what Chris said.
Well,
Oh my
oh yeah, I have to tell this and get related to that. Uh, my wife had brought in some. Well, I started over last summer. I kept seeing mosquitoes in the house, and I was getting bitten by them, and I couldn't figure out where in the world mosquitoes are coming from in the middle of winter because I knew they required a water source for
The
reproduction.
water.
And yeah, eventually I noticed, they were coming from the dining room, and I narrowed it down eventually to a pot that was brought in with standing water, and there must have been some mosquitoes in there. But anyway, yes, I agree. Those things are absolutely.
He
I
was
mean, they
breeding
supply some
mosquitoes in his house.
right. Well, unwittingly, unknowingly, and it was stopped immediately after that. But yes,
Good. I'm glad
agree
they're
with.
gone.
I agree with you, Mel. Those mosquitoes are pretty much worthless.
Anything else
Awful,
you
awful
want to
things.
add, Chris?
Anything I want to add? So are we concluding it?
Are
Okay.
you?
Oh, yes. That's all my questions. But of course, I always say in the end,
Go
I
ahead.
always want to give a final thank you for for being on the podcast. We just love you being here. It's been a wonderful time, and I've loved hearing about all of your very interesting movies. I'm definitely going. I've got a lot more on my a must see list now for sure. And yeah, I thank you so much for being here, Mel.
Is there
Thank
We
you so
really
is
much
there
for
appreciate it.
having me.
is there
Yes.
anything you want to that we haven't asked you that
Yes.
or anything you want the world or the audience to know that we have not asked or anything we missed?
I'm hoping that Amityville Pool Toy Massacre comes out this summer too.
Pool
Really
toy.
hoping.
Where did I
Amityville Pool
miss?
Toy.
How did I miss this one? How did I miss
Oh,
this one?
it's not on IMDb. There was no crowdfunder. I went out for a week a couple years back to film with Newt Wallen, who I adore working with, and hope to be in all of his projects. Come on, Newt. I'm waiting to film again.
I missed it. I was like, how did I miss this one?
It's like a sleeper. It's just one day it's going to be out. I know it. I think there's a teaser somewhere. I need to look that up and share it again if so.
Okay.
And there's probably other things that I'm leaving out, but I hope to come back and talk with you guys
Of
soon. This has been so
course.
much fun.
Is
Yeah.
there any advice you want to give to the young generation that's trying to get into acting and modeling?
Take photos of yourself, learn to be self-sufficient, and learn what your angles are at the same time, experiment with makeup. Life's too short not to. I wish that I would have gotten more crazy and just tried new things, figure out who you are, and take weird photos, and like live in your cringe era. And it's totally fine. It's encouraged even because why not?
Yeah.
You're gonna attract your tribe anyway
Yeah.
in the process.
Well, one more thing, and it's related to what Maya said, is there any particular question that you wish we had asked that we didn't, that you
I think you guys covered everything.
Oh, great.
Well, thank you
Very
so
thorough.
much for joining us. I'm so
Oh my
glad we
God,
finally
so
get to
good.
talk.
Finally.
I know. I was telling Chris, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I've known her for over a decade and we never talked in person.
This
That
has
was
been
insane.
amazing.
And Mel, let me know when Pig Shit does come out. I definitely want.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah.
Well,
Thank
thank you so much.
Thank you
You'll
so
be seeing
much.
this
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
on YouTube later on tonight.
Excellent.
Thank
You guys have an
you.
amazing day. Happy
You
Memorial Day.
too. Happy
You
Memorial
too.
Day. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Clicking the link, lean in, your grin, two mics, all right, let's dive. It's coffee and chaos, scroll and sip, big deep questions, petty trip, side-eye science, bathroom talk, dreams and disasters on a walk. Contagious podcast, catching on so fast about everything and nothing. You'll be laughing, then you'll thinking the Contagious podcast. Let the time slip past, hit play, lean back, keep listening.
Hot take, heartbreak, kitchen chair, life on mute, we overshare. Leans, walled stories, Crisco's wait, two open diaries, one with faith.
Contagious podcast, catching on so fast about everything and nothing. You'll be laughing, then you're thinking the Contagious podcast. Let the time slip past, hit play, lean back, keep listening. You're in the group chat, riding the spin, round and around till you're hooked again, The Contagious podcast, catching on so fast about everything and nothing. You'll be laughing, then you're thinking the Contagious podcast. Let the time slip past, hit play, lean back, keep listening.